Welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel. Delighted to be joined by Paul Kelly. This is a reaction video to the Leigh Mauricio Lara weigh-in that has just taken place. Obviously, the fight is happening tomorrow night. WBA World Featherweight title on the line. Paul, nearly there now. Fight of the year contender. What are your thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, it's a fight I'm really looking forward to, and I've been looking forward to for some time, ever since it was announced. Obviously, we were meant to get it last year, but we're finally getting it this year, and it can't be anything but a tremendous fight, in my opinion. Whether you think Lara ends it early, whether you think Wood gets the job done, I just don't see this going to points, and I'm absolutely buzzing to watch it tomorrow night now.
Yeah, we've seen, obviously, we've had Eubank Jr. versus Smith this year. We've had Beterbiev versus Yard in London, which was fantastic. And now, so it's been, and now this fight has been a fantastic start to 2023 for British boxing. However, I think this is going to be the best fight out of those three, and possibly the best fight we might see in Britain this year. I really do think that. Both fighters came in inside the limit, both bang on 126 pounds. Leigh Wood's been making that weight for a long time now. Mauricio Lara, obviously a lot younger. What did you think? We'll go to Mauricio Lara first. Just thoughts on his appearance. How do you thought he looked at the weight?
Yeah, I thought he looked good, to be honest with you. I didn't think there was anything there that told me he really struggled to make the weight. Obviously, it's not pleasant for any fighter, bar a heavyweight, having to make the limit. But I don't think from the outside looking in, it doesn't look like he struggled big time. You know, whether you read anything into, as soon as his weight was announced, he was up giving it all this hair. Still had a bit of energy. If you didn't have a whole lot of energy and you'd really struggle to make the weight, you wouldn't really be doing that. So I think can't really read too much into Lara other than the fact that yeah, he's made the weight. Obviously not comfortably, but he's made the weight, and I don't think it was a huge issue for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Same question for Leigh Wood. Thought this was more interesting due to kind of his age and how long. Yeah, as I said, how long he's been making the weight for. What did you think of What did you think of the champion's physique, his appearance there?
Yeah, he looked good. As you say, he's been making featherweight for a very, very long time now. So he is obviously going to struggle. I'd say if you were comparing the two and you had to say who struggled more, you would say Wood. But then it's just the whole me and Danny were talking about last time. It's the whole, as soon as he as soon as he weighs in, he goes for the chugs the water.
Yeah,
Well, like whether you read anything into that or not, I think if you between the two, I would say Lara looked a little bit better. But as soon as they were in the face off and all, Wood didn't look phased one bit. Actually, looked a good bit taller than I thought he. I thought these were going to be even enough in height wise, but it looked like he had a couple of inches on Lara there as well. If that'll play
yeah,
a factor or not on fight night.
yeah. I agree. I mean, like, I think like Box Shrek is not the place to go when looking for fighters' height. There's been times I've gone on Box Shrek. I'm 6'2", gone on Box Shrek, seen the fighter's height, and then I've seen the fighter at a press conference, and they've been like 2, 3 inches shorter than me, and I thought you are not 6'2", and I don't think Mauricio Lara is 5'7". Um, One thing I want to touch on with you, Paul. Leigh Wood kind of got on the scales, made weight, got off the scales. A member of Mauricio Lara's team, if it's a trainer or cutman or whatever, I think he was telling him to like get back on the scales. Not sure what was going on there. Obviously, some dodgy things sometimes go on in boxing. But yeah, what were your thoughts on that? Just that whole situation there. Obviously, you don't speak. I don't think you speak Spanish, so I'm not sure you know what was being said from their side. But yeah, just give me your thoughts on what might have been going on.
I think it was stupid because there's nothing stopping him. Why did he go up and ask him to reweigh? There was nothing stopping him from, you see boxers every day, like the opposition trainer, you see them watching them weigh in to make sure it is legitimate. So what was stopping him, getting there 10 seconds earlier and watching his weight rather than asking him to step up onto the scales again? Lee would turn around and said, or Eddie were like, get out of town, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
What's the point? He's just weighed in. I understand he might be thinking, oh, here. 34 years old, been fighting here his whole career. Could they pull off a wee bit of jiggery pokery here because he struggled with the weight? I don't think that is the case, but he's maybe thinking, Lara'S, one of the members of Lara'S team, whoever he is thinking that. But I mean, I think it's unless he's trying to, trying to play some mind games, trying to get in their head, it's just all way in press conference, pre-fight mind games for me.
yeah, yeah. I think so. Like, I just think Leigh Woods. Look, he was on the scales. It didn't look like anything dodgy was going on. I just think maybe the trainer wanted him to be on. Sometimes when you go on scales, the weight kind of goes up and down, and you need to be on the scales for 10, 15 seconds before it stops. We don't know. We're just speculating here, but I feel like the fact is Leigh has made weight, and everyone, yeah, so is Michelle Lara, and the fight is on tomorrow night. Quick one, Paul. We've had the press conference, the weigh-in, we've done our content. Um, what is your final prediction ahead of tomorrow night?
I'm not going to change what I've said all the way through the build up of the fight. I'm still backing Nottingham's own Leigh Wood to get the stoppage in there and win the fight by knockout. What about you?
What about me? I'm going for Lara. I'm going for Lara.
Stoppage?
Lara stoppage. Yeah, Lara rounds 4-6. However, I think Leigh Wood will have success, and it will be a fantastic fight. Wouldn't surprise me to see both fighters get knocked down. But yeah, that's what I'm going for. I think a real fantastic fight, and Michelle Lara rounds 4-6. But we will see. We will see. I would love Leigh Wood to pull it off. And I'm not kind of dismissing him and saying he's got no chance. But if I had to make a prediction, that would be my prediction.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Fine. Well, looking forward to it. Yeah, really looking forward to it. We will be there. Not me and you. Owen will be there as part of ESPR. In case you thought I was going to fly over from Belfast. But yeah, Owen will be there tomorrow night representing ESPR. And yeah, really looking forward to it. Paul, thank you for joining me. I will speak to you very soon. Thank you.
Pleasure as always, mate. All the best.